He makes the decisions. He is the president that sits in that seat, and we are all very proud to work for him. So I'm grateful for the leadership of Pete Hegseth and Pam Bondi, and I get the chance to work with them. Yep. And as out does their job today, we're thankful to have the partnership and the leadership of President Trump.
Question, though, of active duty troops, different from the National Guard. What is your personal counsel here to the president? Because it's you, the Attorney General, and the Secretary of Defense. We're going to have a lot of responsibility here in implementing some of this call to do this.
Well, let me be clear about something. ICE and Homeland Security are running these operations right now, and the advice and counsel of the Attorney General, the Department of Defense, are extremely important to the President of the United States, and we never discuss our personal conversations and advice to the President of the United States. He makes the decisions. He is the president that sits in that seat, and we are all very proud to work for him. So I'm grateful for the leadership of Pete Hegseth and Pam Bondi, and I get the chance to work with them. Yep. And as out does their job today, we're thankful to have the partnership and the leadership of President Trump.
Well, some Republican senators, like Senator Lankford, have said active duty Marines are not going to be put into local law enforcement. So there are Republican lawmakers questioning this. President Trump said masks will not be allowed to be worn at protests. Who's going to enforce that, and how? And how can you justify it when law enforcement officials have their faces covered?
You know, what I would say is that the law is going to be enforced, and that what the laws are in this country is what we are doing, and our ICE officers and our law enforcement officers out there that are in these situations where people have questioned why they have their faces covered. It's for the safety of those individuals or the work that they're doing as far as protecting their identity so they can continue to do investigative work. So,
but are you tasking the National Guard soldiers with removing masks from protesters? I mean, are you trying to use them in that way?
National Guard soldiers are there to provide security for operations and to make sure that we have peaceful protests. So that's what their work is. And I won't get more specific on that just because we never do when it comes to law enforcement operations. We're doing the same standard procedures we always do and have for years in this country with our National Guard and with our law enforcement folks that are on the ground working with these communities.
Well, California's governor doesn't want the federalized system here. He says he's got it under control. There's no shortage of law enforcement. Gavin Newsom said he's called in California Highway Patrol. He says the Trump administration is seeking a spectacle here. He's saying to protesters, don't get violent, don't engage.
Well, if he was doing his job, then people wouldn't have gotten hurt the last couple of days. We wouldn't have officers with a shattered wrist from bricks being thrown through their vehicles being burned, flags being burned in the street, and Molotov cocktails being thrown. Governor Newsom has proven that he makes bad decisions. The president knows that he makes bad decisions, and that's why the president chose the safety of this community over waiting for Governor Newsom to get some sanity. And that's one of the reasons why these National Guard soldiers are being federalized, so they can use their special skill set to keep peace. We're not going to let a repeat of 2020 happen. And if you remember, it all happened in Tim Walz's state in Minneapolis, which was a neighboring state, and a governor at the time. And Governor Tim Walz made very bad decisions and then tried to get the governors to send our National Guard in to bail him out when he let his city burn for days on end.